Great rising. Great rising, great rising. Great rising. Oh, great rising. No dick and no donuts for me this rising. It's alright though. It's alright, because I woke up. And that beats dick and donuts. Great rising. Great rising. Peace and love, sis. Peace and love. Alright, sacred woman, Queen Afua. A guide to healing this feminine body, mind, and spirit. Great rising, y'all. Great rising. Great rising. Man. Alright, copyright 2000 by Queen Afua, Helen O. Robinson. I am a distinctive, beautiful flower and a healing herb with a heart, a mind, breast, buttocks, and a womb. I come with sacred earth medicine to heal myself. Great rising, y'all. Great rising. I think we was talking about healing the bitch, y'all. Ooh. Oh, Sky Mother knew. Roll with me. Rock with me. So many dog-eared pages in here, like the whole book. I don't know which one is the one. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I found it. Great rising, great rising. All right. Okay. The bitch attitude. Oh yeah, part-time bitch possession. That's what we say we'll pick up. Alright, part-time bitch possession. There are part-time bitches who emerge occasionally when the need arises. They appear to be a normal kind of woman much of the time, and may even show genuine kindness. Their sword is not active full-time, but if you catch them on the wrong day, you'll get sliced and diced at the drop of a dime, and when they're done, it's business as usual. 2. Full-time bitch possession. Some women are full-time bitches, evil all the time, even when they're calmly smiling right at you. The wheels of deception are constantly turning toward evil doings. She stirs her pot with her sly words, her poisonous thoughts, and the proverbial evil eye, which is in full effect. She steadily releases venom into the atmosphere, leaving a stench that infects passerby. For her mission in life is to destroy the very core and essence of life. Beware if you are her chosen victim, for when she strikes, your only way out is to strengthen yourself by raising your vibratory level through fasting and prayer. Number 3. Hold on, let me clear my throat because it's my favorite one. Dang it. Number 3. Oh, Grace Jones, that's you, part-time bitch? I thought I was full-time bitch. At least that part, she evil all the time. Shit, then I realized I'm not that bad. I am kind of part-time. Then I got to number 3. All right, number 3. Hold on right quick, family. Let me find something to wear. The girls keep trying to bust out a little onesie joint. And that ain't what we need on the Sacred Woman reading. So hold on. Let me try to give these buttons some assistance. Move my tiny, tight recliner. 2 for 1. This way if I have to snot, I'll already have something. Hold on. Alright. I should have just done this from the beginning. Took off my onesie. Alright, hold on, y'all. Okay, just covering the sacred twins. Hold on. Alright. That's peace and power. Now, if the buttons bust loose, we all good. Alright, let me turn this light up. That way if a little nip do get free, I can see it. Praise God. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, yeah. Number 3. The sweet bitch possession. The sweet bitch possession. Hold on, one more time. I need it. Alright, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm comfortable. I'm not even gonna read long today. I haven't quite determined where my headspace is. I know it's all good, but I know if it's scattered, I need some me time. Oh yeah, the sweet bitch. Everybody loves a sweet bitch, don't they? Alright, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking in the right direction. Number 3, sweet bitch possession. Please, let us not forget the sweet bitch who manipulates you through apparent kindness. She's the one who will hug and embrace you, appear to be supportive of you, and utter gentle tones towards you as she moves with an easy glide. After being with her, you'll probably feel ecstatic about an exchange, a project, or a promise. And then about a block later, a day later, a borough or a city away, a month or a year later, you'll realize that you've been had, that something was stolen that you once had, and you have suddenly and drastically been made aware that the bitch took your mind, your confidence, your money, your time, your gift, or your secret with a smile and left you bloody and wounded. The bitch may be skillfully subtle at times and at others overtly ruthless, cutthroat, and deadly. All the various types of bitches are the strongest and their toxic symptoms most venomous during the full moon period, during the time of their menses. Evilness rules within them, especially during this period. Oh, peace and love, hashtag vegan life. My cycle came on yesterday. It ain't with me today though. It came on last night and I was like, oh no, I hope it's 2 hours again. But I woke up without it. I'll let you know if it returned, but this will be now since I think October or November, just 2 hour cycles. I can dig that. I can dig it. Realize now the only other time I was rushing my period was before because I was having sex so loosely, like even if it was with my husband and I love him and want to have a baby, like it wouldn't have been in the times that I was just out here fucking, like we just think the pull-out method worked. Niggas love to be like, well, you know, we can't get pregnant because we was trying for a long time when we had the last one. Fuck out. All right, look. I'm not going to be your chemistry teacher, motherfucker. Your biology teacher, motherfucker. Yeah. All right, let me keep on going so we can talk about these bitches. Let's talk about these bitches. 2 hour cycle, though. Yeah, anyway, if you're evil on your period, you got to check your chemical intake. That means you out here acting like a chemical reaction, okay? Get your shit together, all right? Yeah. You don't have to be that way. You really don't. It's no excuse for it. All right, some confuse Sekhmet, the fierce, lion-headed, Kemet female spiritual guardian, with the bitch. But Sekhmet fights to destroy evil. She is not a bitch. Sekhmet is a healer who won't take anything off anybody, be it a person, a warped society, or an institution. Sekhmet is motivated by Mayat or justice, whereas the bitch feeds off a consistent diet of greed, lust, fear, anguish, selfishness, control, envy, bitterness, confusion, deception, and petty. It don't say petty, but I always have to make sure we catch it because this 2000 and 2017, that's what they call a lot of that shit. Petty. The bitch was greatly cultivated during slavery. She was a byproduct of the mass rape of one people by another. She, the black woman, was the bed warmer, the property of the European slave owner. At the time, she was a servant of the European woman, herself notorious for using bitch tactics when striving to control the black woman as a prisoner of slavery. This once beautiful, highly spiritual African priestess, elder, mother, queen, princess, and herbalist was brought to these shores violently, then through whips and chains. She was forced to submit to continuous rapes from the slave owners, from her man, or from any field hand by the slave owner's command, resulting in impregnations for human profit. So like a cow in a herd, she brought forth so many babies as she was able for the profit for the wicked plantation system, the slavery. The head of a slave woman's captive family was the slave master. He had the upper hand. He was law. He, like welfare, was the provider of her room and board, a shack to live in, slop to eat, and rags for clothes, for herself and her babies. The stolen woman's man or spiritual husband could be lynched, sold away, or forced to impregnate other women to provide more potential laborers. Plantation life had to grow, and this economic strengthening was great by the number of heads the slaves put to work. Forget about family ties. A little girl growing up without a daddy was our norm on these shores, and it created the post-slavery conditioning that led to dysfunctional families and female heads of families. Those fatherless little girls grew up to be angry women who became possessed by the bitch. Now, ain't that a bitch? A bitch attitude often comes out of an incest experience, yet another left over from plantation life to make more slaves on a mass level by any means. The criminal slave owners would force impregnation not just from a man and a woman of age and from different families, but by any means available, mother and son, father and daughter, uncle and niece. So today incest runs rampant in our race. The disease spread and survived through generations. Black women are on the defensive from centuries of continuous crimes committed on their wombs, and so they have been left with dysfunctional lives, a perfect breeding ground for the bitch. How can she help but be angry and evil and mad? The venom has passed down from one generation to the next through the eating of flesh, of pork, beef, chicken, from sugars, drugs, alcohol. All this ensures ongoing bitchiness. Most of us women folk are fighting for our lives. The endless battle destroys some of us, but some women build out of misery. Some become freedom fighters, some become cultural activists, others become healers. Yet all of these women are post-slavery prisoners of a hideous crime perpetrated by one group on another. This terrible legacy causes a number of overt reactions and innumerable suppressed reactions. Some women have become docile and debilitated. Some have become modern-day house niggas, obedient prisoners. Some have demonstrated a lack of self-love so powerful that their self-hate ends up mutilating their African beauty. They bleach their dark skin to a lighter so-called whiter tone. Others commit to surgically trimming down the broadness of their noses, surgically decreasing the size of their lips, or placing lenses of blue, green, or hazel over their beautiful brown eyes. After the smoke cleared from the 60s, when we all got a surge of black pride and natural hair, we then started getting equal opportunity in corporate jobs. This led most black women to revert right back to our slave training. We started relaxing our hair again, because, girl, if you want the look, you better straighten out those kinks. Other women took on some other debilitating characteristics of post-slavery conditioning and turned their unresolved anger, rage, bitterness, and hate in on themselves. These are the women who act out the bitch. The residue of pain has been passed down from mother to daughter, causing generational spiritual genocide. We black women have been left wounded with attitudes that won't quit. The same attitudes result in systematic injustices being done to African people. It just never stops. Drugs are poured into our communities, keeping us weak, so we're angry. The AIDS virus was injected into the veins of our community, rendering the black women among the highest percentage of AIDS carriers in the world. So black women are outraged. We receive the greatest number of hysterectomies all over the world in the U.S. Over 50% of black women in this country are single parents because so many of our men keep walking, leaving their children behind to be raised by the mother. Our sons are filling up the jails. Our men are forsaking us for women of other races. This is what we need to say. Black men, don't leave us. Help us to repair ourselves. But at the same time, don't be no toxic man and lie and cheat, because it's bound to make us real mad and have us act outside ourselves. It even appears that there aren't enough men to go around for all my sisters in need of a good man, so we claw at one another just for a taste of the chocolate, fighting for his time, his love, his arms, the security of having a man. And this really makes us bitchy toward one another. We know things are getting really bad when we hear this out of our daughters' mouths. Queen Bee, meaning bitch, rules in the hip-hop nation. That's a hardcore reflection of how low we've sunk when our girl children call themselves bitches, or when our men say with pride, that's my bitch. The bitch gains massive support in the media, which only promotes the demise of African women and of all women. Soap operas are based on the principle of the bitch. It's 2000, y'all. As you're saying, soap operas, we know them as love and hip-hop, as reality TV. Soap operas are based on the principle of the bitch. Hollywood glorifies and presents a high profile of the bitch. Only a sick society promotes and makes profit off women's pain and ignorance. A society is only as high as the status of its women, and if the women are degraded and doomed, so are the men. Since we're sisters from the same family, let me help you come out of your lower state. This critical deformity before we completely self-destruct and explode. 14 steps for purging this bitch and returning to the Lotus clan of sacred womanhood. These 14 steps will help you break the bitch cycle to free yourself and to prevent ways of the bitch from being passed down to your daughters. Follow these 14 steps closely for at least one season. Alright, I'm going to go through them really quickly because I want to get to my other book for a second. Hold on. Alright, yeah. So really quickly. Confess out loud to or another sister or brother or to yourself that you have been behaving like a bitch and that you're willing to release the bitch. Fast on green vegetable juices, herbal blood purifiers, herbal extract calmatives. It sounds ridiculous, man. I'm trying to tell you. My clairvoyance and thinking changed so much when I went vegan. Like, even my babies woke up. They wake up different. Hold on, I'm just sleepy. But yeah, I remember when we were meat eaters. Fuck that meat eater shit. It sounds so clean. It sound like a pizza at Pizza Hut. When we ate like didn't nobody fucking love us, right? When we ate from the hands of the oppressor. When we was out here eating to fucking die. We all woke up groggy. We all woke up in a state of daze or haze and needing a coffee. You know what I'm saying? I remember after about 3 days, it was immediate. I didn't even have to wake up the children. Like, they were waking me up. And bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And even their breath wasn't morning breath funky. You know? Anyway. Yeah, it make a difference. Chemical reactions are real. And while you don't believe in them, because you ain't do shit but go to 12th grade and then tried to register at the community college but didn't finish, somebody else done studied a whole bunch of chemistry to find out exactly how to kill your ass, and they know exactly which chemical combinations to do it. It's not that hard. The same way they know niggas like cool cigarettes or Newports. If they wanted to take us all the fuck out, come on, family. Put it in the cigarettes and the weed and they all gone. Come on. That's exactly what they're doing with the food. Mind the chemical combinations we consume. This is shit, really shit. If you look like a chemical reaction, chances are you probably smell and act like one too. So mirrors are everything. Look within. Moving on to the next one. Number 3. To maintain bitch blood, you have to eat a great deal of meat. The blood and flesh of animal feeds the bitch. Other foods strengthen bitch possession are sugar, fast foods, junk foods, fried foods. For a healing change. And look at that. Oh, you got beef? Yes, because you eat too fucking much of it. Get your shit together. Carrying on. Number 4, drink a tonic daily of 2 cloves of mashed garlic with the juice of 1 lemon. I do it with this ginger joint. That make tell me if you don't have it and want to try it, I'll send you a packet. This is dope though. It make drinking the garlic super easy, and it doesn't come out of my pores like have me smelling like an Italian restaurant. All right. 5. Please stop wearing all that black, gray, dark blue, and especially red until you are well. Wear white and pastel colors to lighten up your spirit and to heal, to help open your higher spiritual gateways, chakras, or Aritu. Again, a lot of this stuff sound lofty unless you understood Tavistock Institute, unless you understood that there's actually an institution where people go to learn how to manipulate you and program and condition and persuade you. And colors are one of the ways. Like, who said what colors would be Easter colors, right? Like, we know Easter colors. Like, who the trees aren't that color that time of year. Who said that Christmas should be red and green? Like, who did that? Colors are moods. You understand what I'm saying? Colors are moods. And while you don't understand or respect it, you don't have to believe in God or the universe for the laws to be applicable to you. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, and now that we know what light colors do, even when Zion went through, when we got called the Antichrist by my stepmother, and my baby was like depressed in that same hour that I recognized that my daughter, my baby, my 7-year-old was having her first bout with heartbreak, she came to me and asked if she could wear white. I mean, yo, they come right from the source. She asked if she could wear white. That's my baby that loved her deep pinks and purples. And she came to me and said she needed to wear white for 4 hours. Then after 4 hours, she said she would extend it. But anyway, now that we know what energies and vibrations, try sleeping on a lavender pillowcase. Now we know how these things work. You know what vibe they wanted to create for when he rose. All right. Yeah. So stop wearing all that black, gray, dark blue, and especially red until you well. All right. Keeping on. Clean up your karma or shy. Make a list of all those to whom you've been bitchy, and as you cleanse, write them or call them in person one by one. Reach out and ask forgiveness. Offer doing and or help someone else who is in need. And I learned that in AA too. And I had to do AA and NA and all that shit. It's like some people you're going to reach back to and you're going to make amends. And the ones that it would be more harm than good to reach back and touch, you pay forward. All right? So, yeah. I don't need to give you an example. Your gut tell you. Go with your gut. Go with your God. That's your guide. Next up, say thank you more often for any large, small, good deed done on your behalf. Perfect example. I heard a pastor say one time, you're supposed to thank God $1 million thank you. And, you know, I was like, oh, he's talking about money. He was talking about money. That was because I was too young and didn't have any. As I became a young adult, I understood exactly what he meant. If somebody gave me $5, I'd be like, oh, shit, thank you, man. I appreciate this. Thank you, thank you. If somebody give me $500, I'm like, damn, man, I appreciate it, nigga. I fuck with you. If somebody give me $5,000, the thank you is even bigger. And if somebody give me $5 million, I'm on my knees like, yes, the second coming of our Savior. So stop giving out those punk ass 2-cent thank yous and give out $5 million thank yous all the time. Somebody hold the door, thank you, I appreciate it. I tell people all the time that motherfucker get paid to do good service. And I go out of my way to tell a cashier, yo, I appreciate that shit. And I'll hold up the line. Nah, fuck all that shit. I ain't trying to tell your manager and shit. They ain't gonna give you no raise any fucking way. You want a raise, you gotta get self-employed, biscuit. But look, though, what I'm telling you is you fucking matter. This shit make a difference. Because we all consumers. We all shop every fucking day. And people pay you to pay attention. But it don't matter because so many don't. But you did. Yo, thank you. Yo, they take that home. That vibration, stay with them all day. And when you feel them feeling good, you start feeling good. I'm trying to tell you, it's like magic. Say thank you more often for any large or small good deed done on your behalf. Number 8, practice smiling from your heart regularly as you send out healings from your heart center. Number 9, practice smiling. That's dope. When my children cry, I'd be like, you better put on your say cheese face. Legit. Over 7 consecutive days, take 7 baths with 2 pounds of sea salt each time to draw the demon out. Take a white candle into your hydrotherapy chamber. That's the restroom. That's the bathroom, family. Take a white candle into your hydrotherapy chamber and meditate on its flame to clear your spiritual body. Or use a green candle to heal your heart center from the pain and conditions that created the bitch qualities. 10. Practice the Mayat feather meditation for forgiveness to lighten up your heart. 11. Cleanse your colon of old toxic waste with 3 enemas a week or over a 12-week period. 12. Travel through and begin to incorporate the wisdom of various gateways of the sacred woman into your life. Number 13. Go on a talk fast for 1 to 8 hours a day. Anoint yourself with frankincense and myrrh or eucalyptus oil before you begin your talk fast every day. Also, before you begin, place the mayat feather by your lips so that your words and attitude will lighten up. This way you will begin to train your mouth to speak from a place of mayat. Accept and affirm your sacred calling, which will return, this is 14. Accept and affirm your sacred calling, which will return you to your original state. Allow your higher self to emerge and rescue you from the bitch state. Allow the beautiful lotus in you to open and blossom in the sun. We women folk can overcome the bitch attitude, break the bitch cycle, and come out of our possession as we make a conscious effort to put down the bitch sword and pick up the mayat feather of truth and right, balance and purity. As we embrace our ancient African spiritual aspects of divinity, which meet us at every gateway of sacred woman, we will progressively rise out of the bitch state. The Creatress didn't make any of her daughters to be bitches. We are born out of the likeness and image of our Creatress into a divine being, a beautiful reflection of spirit. All right, let me share a little bit more. Let me see what time it is. Okay, that's peace. Yeah, let me keep going. All right, if you've been attacked, I'm probably not going to get to this sexual healing book today. Well, not right now. Yeah, I'll do that around lunchtime. Let's get my bitch together. Okay? Let's get my bitches together. From bitches to witches, family. From bitches to witches. All right. If you have been attacked by a woman possessed by the bitch, yo, you know what? I wonder, I'm trying to think. I don't remember being attacked by the bitch. So, the scary thing is, that probably mean I was doing the attacking. You understand what I'm saying? Damn, I remember. I remember. How serious are you? I keep hearing something say, all your cats ain't out the bag yet, Ivy. I'm saying some say, you keep saying butt naked, but you know you ain't really, really naked. You still got that thong on, don't you, baby girl? The other thing saying, hey, how the fuck you gonna get them to eat what you serving if you can't take from it? It wasn't one affair. It wasn't one affair. That's why I gotta let him go. He said he can't do this for fear that he will be manipulated again. He's like, I love you. I just don't want to be naive. I don't want to look up in another 10 years. Kim. He still call me Kim. I don't want to look up in another 10 years, Kim, and feel played like I did that day. And, of course, I cry and I fight and I beg and I plead when the truth is, why am I fighting to be with you when my subconscious fought so hard to get free? Why do we do that? It wasn't the first affair. And maybe my close and personal friends know, but my husband doesn't know. Yet. Yet. Damn, it wasn't the first affair. It was one in many over the course of our marriage. And the thing is, I had to be the bitch because I ain't want no single man. I told y'all that shit before. I'm married. Single mean you gonna be on my fucking phone, in my fucking inbox. You free. You looking for something to do at Christmas, something to do at Easter, something to do at Thanksgiving. Nigga, you got to get the fuck off my phone with that. So, if you married, legit. So you already got Christmas plans and Easter plans too. Straight up. So all I ever got to be available for is 4 to 6 hours after the holiday. Yo. And then this is what's really bitched up, right? Like, she could call me. Like, I don't give a fuck if she called me. Like, I'm not going to be one of those. Yeah, like, I can imagine how some woman might feel like if somebody, husband or wife, call her with some bullshit and they heart dropping and they like, oh my God. And I don't be like that. That shit just used to put me in beast mode. I remember telling the woman, she's like, and you dumb too. You're a dumbass bitch. Because my husband has your address. So I went through his phone and I have your address. I should come through and talk to your husband. Let me tell you what I told her. That bitch game was so strong. It's like, bitch, when you come, wear red. That's what my nigga like. We'll leave the light on for you. He know what the fuck I do. She was so hurt and so crushed. She felt like me and my husband and her husband and the whole world was in on this big orgy and she was the last one left. When in actuality, I was like, bitch, please don't come over here because I don't want to put this 1-2 on your ass. Hey, look, I'm laughing to keep from crying. Hey, great rising. Great rising, laughing to keep from crying. So I gotta let him go. I gotta let him go till I find whatever it is I've been looking for. Because shit, as much as I love him, that ain't it. That ain't it. He deserves to be somewhere where he's good. And it's conventional. He looking for conventional. He's beautiful. He should have conventional. I'm not in a position to be conventional, and I keep thinking there's a way we can still... Nah. I know now. He worth more than the bitch, and I still got a lot of that bitch in me. I still got to purge that bitch. And the more of that bitch that surfaced in me, and it pulled a bitch out in him. You understand what I'm saying? I think that's why I watched a short clip of Ayala's show yesterday, and the guy used to choke on the woman and beat on the woman, and then when Ayala was like, oh no, you got to get the fuck out of here because I'm not going to be in the house with no man that put his hands on a woman. So they flash forward to the man, and he's like, they're making me out to be the big guy, the bad guy, the monster. And I'm thinking, this motherfucker, you 6'7", and you 400 pounds, and you putting your hands on this little bitty woman. And then in that split second, it wasn't to defend him. Like, I looked at this man who was 6 feet something and 300 pounds, and I saw him as a 6-year-old boy. And I was like, fuck, we really are all victims. Some bitch mishandled him, and it's making a bitch in him handle every woman around like she ain't nothing worth nothing but a bitch. And like, we just keep doing this. Damn. Oh shit, it was in Boondocks. A pimp named Slickback. Chronic bitch dependency. Yes, a genetic predisposition to chronic bitch dependency. Like, we keep fucking passing this sick shit. Yeah, we gonna get it together though, family. I don't want to be a bitch no more. I don't want to be a bitch no more. I don't want to be. It's so the bitch game's so tight. When I'm a witch, you still think I'm a bitch. When I tell a brother I'm doing womb work, so I'm gonna have to pass, brother, I'm interested, but it's not a good time. Now I'm a bitch. That bitch thinks she too good for anybody. That bitch always posting about what niggas gotta do to get her interest, and then that bitch don't pay no attention to nobody. Bitch if I do, bitch if I don't, eh? Yeah. Yeah, man, let me, look at this. See this? Bitch shit. Salami Sahin. Bitch shit. Let me see your legs, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, trigger warning. Who fucked with you when you was a baby that got you addicted to Facebook porn and jacking your dick at 2 a.m. behind fake profiles? Like, you need some womb work, Salami Sahin. Sacred woman. Because you probably are a woman with a male profile. Get you some sacred woman, biscuit. Shit. Oh, they're about to rub the skin off your dick. Get your life in order. Okay? Get your life in order. You can be a transformed lotus woman. You don't have to be an internet freak. Look, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to go. Straight up. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Yeah. This is the last part, though. If you've been attacked by a woman possessed by the bitch. Because she made a good point yesterday. If you wasn't raised by no bitch, and you ain't been around no bitch, you don't know how to handle the bitch. You don't know how to handle the bitch when the bitch surfacing you, and you don't know how to respond when the bitch, like when I told that bitch come through in a thong, ho, come through and make sure it's red. Like, her mama ain't never taught her no shit like that. I know her. I know her and him from high school. I know her. Like, oh yeah. And then she was, what you call the shit, debutante. The prettiness, the prissiness that I'm not, you know. That's another thing. Don't let that man tell you what all he don't like. That's what he don't like in you. When he don't like gold teeth and blue braids and big asses and fat titties, that's what he don't like on you. But he sure love that shit on Shaquana, okay? Girl, yeah. Miss Debutante ain't know how to handle me. Now I understand that put me at more of an advantage. That woman was already broken. That woman was already hurt. That woman was already down. That woman was already desperate. And in her mind, I had already won. And all I had to do was walk. I didn't have to make it no better. I didn't have to make it no worse. All I had to do was walk, knowing my power. But instead, I took a dagger and I shoved it in deep and twisted it just to remind her how much power I really fucking got. And then I told her how good he fucked me. Like, yo, bitch, shit. That's why I gotta come back and get you free. Because somebody came back and got me. I gotta go. Yeah. If you're a lotus, chamomile, or aloe woman and you've been attacked by a woman possessed by the bitch, then you too must raise your vibrations by following the 14 steps as well. So you will attract higher relationships from your sisters. Keep in mind, that's piece 2. So that you will attract higher relationships from your sisters. Like I said, had been husband fucking for a while. And if a woman calling, she's like all distraught and shit. And she's like, oh my God, I'm sorry to call you. It's just, I don't know what to do. Bitch, I'm going to end up consoling you. Like I said, if you catch this work, you're going to end up leaving him. And me and you can go kick it and scout us some new niggas together. But if you call me talking about that bitch shit like your nigga not no bitch, I'm about to get you the fuck together. And I know I sound like the old me. This is broad crazy. We need healing. What is this book for me read? For me read Sacred Woman. Queen Afua. Queen Mama be on there. Alright, okay. Yeah, attract higher relationships with your sisters. Yeah, attract higher relationships. Even in your pain and anguish, be mindful of what you attract. Okay? Try to be. I'm really not evil no more. I'm smiling because I'm delivered. Like, she ain't shit. No, really. I smile because I know what I come from. I smile because I know what I come from. And I started writing a piece yesterday when I was sitting at the altar because so many people messaged me and they're like, I just appreciate you being honest. And I'm like, we should all be. It's easy, you know. And they're like, no, because aren't you afraid? What about the backlash? And I'm like, my ancestors had their backslash. What are you talking about? It's fucking it's get free season. Yeah. Like, I've been a hostage to your ideas of who I am and what I should be for so long that I think I can stand to be a hostage to your hate for me and my honesty. I'll manage. Fam. Yeah, let me keep pushing because this weed don't smoke itself. Keep in mind that the bitch may even be the reflection of yourself or your weakness. Or maybe she's been sent to bring out your assertiveness, your strength. Even a woman acting like a bitch can teach you some valuable lessons. If you're a lotus woman who's been attacked by the bitch, don't run. Have no fear. Turn on the flashlight. Let her know that you know what she's doing and present her with an alternative of walking in righteousness so that both of you can be winners. Create a sister-to-sister support group, a womb healing circle. Purify and fast together. In reality, no one wants to be a bitch. The one acting out in her unnatural state is actually suffering from unbearable mental, emotional, and spiritual pain. She's calling out for help. Won't you give a sister your hand? For as the two seemingly opposed women come together and strive to be sisters, the highest degree of healing can be exchanged. Let's stop calling ourselves bitches. Instead, let's start calling ourselves hurt women, wounded women, and women in need of healing. That's it, family. I'm going to start right there. That's Sacred Woman, Queen Afua. I'll come back at lunchtime to do a little bit of the sexual healing journey. And then, you know, in the evenings, in the late night, we doing Donna Hill. If I could. Yeah. Let me think. I'm going to stop on the power hours and on the public thread. We'll probably stop sometime at the end of February. Right? Because I'll be in the Sacred Woman book during these hours, working more closely with the Great Eight. But yeah, we're going to still make something shake, though. We're going to still make something shake. Yeah, we're going to make a ritual out of this. All right, I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me through all my emotions and shit. Y'all be my everything. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace and power, y'all. We all the way up. All right, peace.